Alright guys, apologize, I went a little bit ahead, but so you have a seal behind here that you replace. Not a big deal, that's a pretty common piece actually. So you put your shift lever in. Now, here's the trick. So disconnect this from here. It's just a little spring clip, it goes over this ball. So just pop that off the screwdriver, because you got to rotate this all the way like that so this hole is available. Now you got a spring and a check ball that goes in there, and that's your detent. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill this area with just some old shop towels like this. The reason I'm doing that is I don't want that steel check ball to fall down inside the case here and cause me more grief. So I'm just going to tuck that in, nothing fancy, until I get that in. So let's see, let me grab that stuff. Let's see. Alright, yeah, here's the spring. So that long spring goes in there. Now, this is tricky. And then you've got this 5/16 check ball that's going to go on top of that spring. I'm going to need both my hands here, obviously. So let's see. I don't feel like getting the stand. So, okay, the ball is going to go on top of here. This has to be compressed, and then you rotate this and lock it in. Now, let me show you how I do that. I got a tool. Hang on one second. Alright, I made this myself. It's just an old bolt, and I ground that slot in it. Okay? So, what I do, I put the ball in there, and then with the slot facing the shift arm, I compress this, and then that slot allows that arm to rotate into and hold that ball in place. And then once this is rotated, it'll hold the ball in there. And then we'll hook this back up. That's just going to push back on. So, alright, let me go and do that. Let me show you that tool one more time. It's just a long old bolt. You can make this out of anything. I just happen to have this, and it was stripped, and it was, I don't know, worked good for this. And that's what I did, and it works. So I'll be right back. Okay, piece of cake. You can see it doing its thing. And then I put this back in. I just had to squeeze that with a pair of pliers to get that little spring clip back in. So that was easy. Alright, so you kick down. O-ring here, don't forget. I'm going to lubricate that. That's going to go through. And then we have this lever, which is going to face up, and then a lock washer and a nut, regular nut, and I'll tighten that. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to put the intermediate band in now. Well, I'm not putting the band in, but I'm going to put the band struts on. So this is our adjustment screw, and it's rounded at the end. I've just stuck it through just a little bit. You can see that there. So this rounded end will go into there, and then rotate that. Band strut will go like that. And then this, there's a skinny end and a fat end. The skinny end goes into the band, and then that just hooks in there like that. So that's a piece of cake. So then I'm just gonna, we'll go over the band adjustments on this too. So I'm going to not really adjust it, but just take a lot of the play out of it. Just kind of get it close. Okay, that's somewhat close. So next thing to do, I'm going to put the valve body in, and you've got a couple things here. So you've got to line this here. I'm going to move that a click. This your kick down. This pin is gonna hook into, let me show you, the manual select valve. So you can see that notch or groove, whatever, in your manual select valve. That's what that little pin is going to go into. And then this lever for your kick down is going to go in here, but you're going to have to push this in to get that lever in there and get the valve body in position at the same time. So give me a second, let me do that. I apologize, you can't see what I'm doing, but even if I position the camera correctly, you wouldn't be able to see it anyways, because my fingers are in the way. So I'll just get the bolt started here. And then you can see what it looks like when it's hopefully properly engaged here. These 3 bolts, there's 3 bolts to hold this valve body in. I'll show you that right now. Alright, so you can see we're engaged on manual select valve, and then you can see the kick down engage. Okay. Now this isn't tight yet. There's 3 bolts here. I just put them in finger tight. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten those up. And then the pressure regulator, that's easy. We'll do that next. Be right back. Alright. So this goes here. Like this. And there's 2 bolts. They both look like that. I'm going to get that started. Forgive me for the bad filming. And anybody that wants to complain about my filming can volunteer to come and do it. How do you like that? So, just get those started. So let me just get those tightened up. Nothing special there. Alright, so the way I'm going to adjust this band, I honestly don't know the factory spec. And I'm also not from the school that thinks band adjustments you have to split hairs over. I mean, it's important, but you don't have to be insane about it. So, just take a screwdriver and pry on this. Pry it back. And then what I do, just take like a 3/16 drill bit and get that so that'll fit between here and the servo pin. So just I'm a little bit loose on this. So just tighten your adjuster nut on the other side of the case here, and that'll be about right for that one. Now this rear, I just kind of like to I pry up on it with a screwdriver. You could use air pressure too. I want, roughly a 1/4 inch of movement or so. Again, I don't know what the spec is supposed to be. I just kind of know what I want to see. You don't want it too loose, you want it too tight. This is actually looking pretty much where I want it right now. So I'm sorry I don't have a better answer for you on that, but it's just what I do. Again, I don't have the factory spec. I'm sure there's a torque spec or something for it, but I honestly, a lot of times, kind of like to do I like to do it by feel more than I like to use the torque. The torque can really vary a lot for a lot of different reasons, but I like to physically see how much movement there is, and just experience tells me what I'd like to have. And again, it's not something you want to necessarily split hairs on and make a federal case out of, but you certainly want to check them. Don't want them too tight because then they're dragging, and then you don't want them too loose because then you run out of servo travel, especially as the bands wear. So it's really all you're looking for. So let me get those done. Let me get those adjusted up before I forget, and then we'll put the valves inside the pressure regulator. That'll be the next step. Okay, pressure regulator. So here's the main regulator valve. That's going to go in the bottom here. So just slide that in very carefully and make sure it, sure it slides good. All good there. Here's your converter pressure regulator valve. This unit actually has a regulation circuit just for converter pressure. And again, make sure it works smoothly. Okay. Now the smaller spring is for the converter pressure valve, and you're going to put that spacer inside the spring, and then this main regulator valve has this piece. Spring is going to go on top like that. It's a spring seat, and that's going to sit on the valve itself, and then this you can put here. Now, what you got to do, you got to engage the clip. So I'll need my hands, but you're going to take this, you're going to push it in, and you're going to hook this in that slot on the bottom. And then once that's in place, you'll lever this in, and it'll clip on the top. So let me get that done. Okay, there it is. Alright, now the fun begins. We got to figure out all these tubes. And we got a lot of them. And gather all this up. I'm sure there's a sequence. So there's all our tubes. Nope, here's another one. We got another tube here. We'll have to figure this out, guys. One thing we can do, here's our modulator pin. That's going to go back in here, sitting there. And we can go ahead and put the vacuum modulator on. Let me work on that. Finding that modulator valve. It looked like somebody had replaced this one on here somewhat recently. So I'm going to check that out, and that just screws in back here with this pin, but very important, don't forget this big long pin. And then give me a minute to look over the tubes and try to get reacclimated with those. Be right back. Alrighty guys, they're not actually tapped in yet, but I was just trying to figure this out. I believe this is how they go. So, sequence, you're going to put this one in first, then this one in number 2, and then rest doesn't really matter. Then you can put these guys in. There's one that slides in like this. Maybe do that next. Then do this tube. And then these two. How's that? I made it up. I'm pretty sure this is right because I don't think you can really put these in the wrong direction or put something in a wrong hole or whatever, because it's just not going to line up. You know what I mean? Just thinking about this.
One of their excuses for continuing is they said something for every like $11 million they spend.
Wonder.
10,000 jobs.
Yeah, that must be rear servo. Yeah. I don't know. Looks good to me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get these all tapped in. And see what happens. And then we just got to put the filter on after this is done. So give me 1 minute here. I know I say this a lot, but I'm going to have to leave in a minute. Okay, I did screw up this tube. I had backwards, so it's going to go out this way because the way I had it was in the way of this servo lever here. So okay, I think that's right. I'm going to go back and double check. Now I'm doubting myself after I made that mistake. So I think all I got to do, I'll double check these tubes, and the filter is just going to go on these 2 points, and then you just bolt the pan on. I don't think you really need to watch me do that. That's pretty straightforward. So, unless I had screwed something up, the next video is going to be a dyno video. You don't really need to watch me put the filter in the pan on. That's pretty straightforward. So, alright guys, that's it for now. Let's see if this bad boy works in the next video.